like this. This isn't a video I would usually make, where I'm not loud and swearing all the time. To truly get my point across, I think we need to go back to my first ever recording. Not the truly first one, but the one that's the first on my channel currently. Some random 40 downloads curious for the mod pack that was a hidden gem. To be honest, I didn't find that gem. Yahemites did. So I thought, let's be like him. Press the recording button and just yap and have fun. And it worked. I did have fun, and it made for a nice video. One better than I think any other on my channel. Though the modding guide comes close. But that was it at the time. I didn't care about my voice, how the playthrough would work. I just had a fun time. The only difference is that I captured it on OBS. It was my first time as well drawing my Sona like that in a thumbnail. Then came my first video on Monumenta. I remember it pretty clearly. It was about 2 AM, me in my bed with my laptop and using my mattress as a mousepad. Again, just recording because why not? I'll make something fun out of this. The audio balancing was horrible, my computer fans were loud as hell, and was recording in 30 FPS, 720p. And again, I had fun, plus found a great server to play on. And then, second video on Monumenta. I started drawing and concepting the thumbnail before even recording. Yes, that cat standing there with his axes was followed before I even knew there was gonna be a tower. I checked my audio levels, started speaking differently, and while I was playing, worrying that I won't make an interesting and fun video. And at that moment, something changed. Recording stopped being a thing I did, cause why not? Recording started to be the reason to do things. I waited until I could record to do content. There was a moment where I would be playing something and OBS wasn't running in the background. And I still was having fun playing, but making videos... yeah, that enjoyment was declining down a slippery slope of self-doubt and overthinking. Now back then, that slope was a gentle walk downhill. Maybe you could trip on it and you would need to be a little careful, but you would be mostly fine walking it. But now, it's a cliff. You take one step forward and you're a piece of mush on the ground. And I continued to do videos, but the numbers changed. 600 turned to 200, 200 into 90. And this journey of mine stopped being about having fun and started being around chasing that high. To make matters worse, I didn't make any videos on orange, magenta, light blue or yellow. And that was just more reasons to beat myself up. When I sat down to edit the footage for those, I just couldn't. Editing turned from 3 hours of sitting and giggling about my bad humor or skill issues in the game to a week of overthinking and worrying. Then the Willows video. I know what I'm about to say sounds odd, but that one was sort of an apology to you for not getting any other ones. I know that none of you even care remotely enough to expect or want an apology, but I started having this higher image of people who view my work. It wasn't people like me, maybe older, with different hobbies. No, it was this fucked up eldritch creature that towered above God in terms of power it had. And finally we arrive at the final piece of the puzzle of how this all explains why I'm making this video. The missing piece? The video after the Willows one. Monumenta Part 5. What exactly changed? I recorded myself playing Monumenta with someone. That someone was Thunder. But this wasn't an idea of ours. Oh no, not even close. I did this without his consent. Luckily, and this may be what let me come to this conclusion the day I'm saying this, Thunder pushed against this. He wasn't okay with it. He told me that I should have informed him to not do it again. What I do instead? I talked him into letting me record as long as I inform him. I don't think I really pressured him, but it doesn't make it any better, cause that discussion wouldn't even take place if I behaved like a normal person. But the fact I could go on, that I was allowed to go on, that only made things worse. Cause now it wasn't just gameplay that was being recorded, it was friendly banter, arguments, things necessary for the video. And that continued for a long time. Except over time, the things I would view worth recording would change drastically, until nothing was not to be shared, until everything had to be viewed, and it's expanded beyond Thunder. A funny story a friend was telling me, record that. Installing Linux, record that. Drawing anything, coming up with anything, record that. Now I never edited or posted these things, but the fact that I pressed that start button with the intention to, I can't even express how fucked up that is. That I wanted to share every single aspect of my life on a YouTube channel. What the fuck? That repulsiveness on my actions, however, is a current thing. Back then, I have seen no issue with that. If it makes for a funny video, who cares that this is supposed to be private? And this about synced with my kind of reputation downfall in a Discord that played a big part in my life. People called me an attention seeker, and I denied them, even though 100% absolutely I was. I acted in a shitty way, and if that grabbed people's attention, There's no way it could be bad, right? It's not like I look like a pathetic loser to everyone but me. Well, I absolutely did, and thank fuck Yui for calling me out, calling me disgusting and all the bad names that you did. If not for you, my mental state might have gone a completely different route. And then I got unmuted on Discord. I could post videos again, drawings, talk to people. So I must do that non-stop, right? Constantly. Show them reasons why I'm actually cool and likable, or at the very least entertaining. New video ideas, new series, constantly showing what I was working on. And not all of these things were bad to do, but the reasons that I did them definitely were. And finally, after basically a year, I realized that this was not the way to live, or to think. That praise being a motivator is a way too finicky concept for me to handle. The moments with friends should be saved in your memories and not on your hard drive. That I should draw because I love it and not because I want fire emojis under my post. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but I like cheesy. What does this mean? I'm probably not gonna post my Indigo video. If I'm gonna post a video, it's gonna be me talking about something, alone and with a script. Or it will be a cinematic video, me messing around with flashback. Or maybe I'll finally make the pilot episode of my show that I thought about for a long time. So let's make a deal. I'll delete all the footage on my drive, and you leave a dislike under this video, okay? Great, see you.